Welcome to Silent Screams. It's a quiet evening, one of those rare nights when you're home alone and everything seems perfectly normal. The kind of night that makes you think the world is at peace, just for a little while. But something feels off. The silence is too thick, almost suffocating, and you can't quite shake the feeling that you're being watched. You dismiss it at first. Maybe it's just the shadows playing tricks on your mind. After all, nothing strange has ever happened before, right? But then, it starts. You're sitting on the couch, scrolling through your phone when you hear it. A soft knock at the door. You freeze. Your heart races. It's late. Too late for anyone to be out there. You get up cautiously, your breath shallow, trying to steady yourself. Maybe it's a late-night delivery, or a neighbor who needs help. But something inside you warns against opening that door. The knocking continues, more urgent this time. Hello? You call, your voice barely above a whisper. No response, just the sound of the wind, the creak of the house settling around you. You slowly reach for the doorknob, but then, just as your fingers graze the cold metal, something stops you. A chill runs down your spine. The air shifts, and for a split second you feel as though the house itself has become heavier, darker, like it's holding its breath. You quickly step back, but the knocking stops. Complete silence. You don't know why, but you can't bring yourself to open the door. Instead, you turn away, heading back to the living room, trying to shake off the feeling that someone or something is watching you. You sit back down, trying to calm your racing heart. Your hands are trembling, but you tell yourself it's nothing. And then you hear it again. A voice. Soft at first, a low whisper that comes from the corner of the room. But it's not in your head. You know it. You hear it clearly. Come closer. Your blood runs cold. You stand up abruptly, every muscle in your body on high alert. But when you turn around, there's nothing there. No shadow, no movement, just the eerie stillness of the room. You think you must be imagining it. You must have heard the wind or some other random noise. But the air feels colder now. The darkness seems deeper. Something isn't right. You glance at the clock. It's after midnight. The house feels empty, but not in the peaceful way you're used to. It feels empty in a way that suggests it's been waiting for something. Waiting for you. You walk into the hallway, your footsteps echoing in the silence, each step more cautious than the last. As you reach the stairs, you hear it again. The soft, dragging sound of footsteps from above. Your breath hitches in your throat. No one is supposed to be up there. You know you locked all the doors. You're sure of it. But the footsteps continue. Slow, deliberate, as if something, is pacing above you. You stop, standing at the base of the stairs. The house is silent again. The footsteps have stopped, but you can still feel it. The tension in the air. The weight of the unknown. You turn and look up the stairs. The dim light from the hallway barely reaches the second floor, casting long shadows across the walls. The stairs feel steeper, more oppressive. It's as if something is drawing you up there. You don't want to go. Your mind is screaming at you to run, to get out of the house, but your body refuses to obey. Instead, you find yourself climbing the stairs, step by step, each one feeling heavier than the last. As you reach the top, you pause. The silence is deafening, but it's the silence that feels wrong. It's not a peaceful kind of quiet. It's the kind of silence that only happens when something is hiding. You take a deep breath, your heart pounding in your chest, and turn down the hallway. The door at the end of the hall is cracked open, and you can see the faintest light coming from inside the room. It's the guest bedroom, empty, unused for months. Your body moves before you can stop it. You approach the door, and your hand reaches for the knob, but as soon as you touch it, you feel it. A sudden, sharp coldness seeping into your fingers, almost like ice. The door rattles in your grip, and you pull your hand away, trembling. The whisper comes again, but this time it's different. It's louder, clearer, and it comes from behind the door. Don't open it. You freeze. The hairs on the back of your neck stand on end. You want to scream, to run, but you can't move. The door creaks open on its own, inch by inch, as if something is pushing it from the other side. You close your eyes, trying to steady your breath, but when you open them again, the room is different. The light that was once so faint is now brighter, flickering, casting erratic shadows across the walls. And in the center of the room, you see it. A figure. It's tall, it's back to you, and it's standing still, as if waiting for you to speak. But you can't speak. You can't even breathe.